My name is Nikki Wynn, and we're here at Green Festival. I am on a 2-year trek around the U.S., just kind of exploring what the U.S. has to offer. So as far as national parks, state parks, just the wilderness. But aside from that, all the wonderful local coffee shops and restaurants and really cool businesses that are just spread out throughout the U.S. and learning a little bit more about sustainability along the way. My husband and I are originally from Dallas, Texas, and it is 110-degree summers and bad air quality. You're not supposed to go outside, exercise indoors, and we're just outdoorsy people by nature. One summer on a 115-degree day, we were like, what the heck are we doing here? So at that point, we kind of just decided we were going to pack our bags and get the heck out of Dodge, and so that's exactly what we did. And we just thought that an RV was a good way to tour the U.S. and be able to kind of keep your things with you, and so that's kind of what we did. An RV does not really seem like the most eco-friendly or sustainable way to go about it, but we do not have your typical 1980s gas-guzzling RV. We kind of have more of a new state-of-the-art RV that has a very clean-burning diesel engine, which we run B20 off of, in all the areas that we can find it. Some, unfortunately, don't carry it, but it also has all LED lighting and solar panels on the roof, so it is actually quite a bit more sustainable. We totaled up our actual eco-footprint, kind of estimated throughout the year based off of the travels that we've already done, and we came out to like 17.3 for the two of us, and that's everything we could possibly think of and everything we could find a calculator for. That was our total number. By trade, I'm actually a makeup artist, and Jason, my husband's a photographer, so not necessarily totally our thing to do videos, but once we started traveling, we thought we can't just not document this and not tell people about the things that we're seeing and finding and doing. So we grabbed his camera, and I learned how to get comfortable in front of a camera, and so just started filming and posting those videos to our website. We're focused on sustainability, so every restaurant, every coffee shop, every business, every park that we visit, we try to make sure that there's something eco or sustainable about it, because that is the message that we're trying to spread. And sometimes it's a needle in a haystack in some places, some small towns that just haven't really gotten into the sustainable movement yet. So it's interesting. Making the financial decision to do this trip was not the easiest. We spent about 1.5 years prepping and planning and saving every penny to be able to support ourselves through this. And as of right now, we've really only got enough money to sustain ourselves for about 1 year. So we're really hoping to kind of yank in some advertisers, some people that are willing to support us to kind of help us sustain that second year of our trip. Jason is the guy that everybody usually loves, or you love to hate him, one of the two. He's very opinionated, but in a really kind-hearted way. He's full of energy and full of life, and he is just crazy about animals and nature. So the boy couldn't be happier when you stick him in some trees, I'll tell you that much. Jason and I met a little over 10 years ago. We actually met in a coffee shop, so it's kind of ironic that we're now touring around and focusing on coffee shops and restaurants and nature. I actually did not like Jason at all when I first met him. I thought he was terribly cocky and drove me crazy, so it took him a little while to grow on me, but he did. Jason and I have always had a really great relationship. He's my best friend, and he still is, and I couldn't recommend doing this for everybody. Living in such tight quarters with the same person and only seeing mostly that person the majority of the time, you can be a lot of on top of each other quite a bit. But for us, it actually works out well. We've always worked well together, and I just don't get sick of him, I guess. And if I do, then I take a walk and I come back and I like him just as much as I ever did. After our trip, we are hoping to kind of find that little niche for us, that little perfect place, that little oasis. So hopefully we will have figured that out and have settled down and maybe starting our own little community of sustainability. The end result of our trip is to kind of find the perfect place for us so that we can settle down and kind of nest a little bit. We do want a family, but unfortunately, kids don't usually travel so well in an RV when they're a baby. So we decided we better wait till the end of our adventures before we go down that road. We travel really light. We don't carry much. We are probably some of the lightest packing RVers out on the road. People are always astonished by how little we really do carry in there, but it's to keep the weight down and keep us a little bit more eco-friendly. Well, we call ourselves Gone with the Wynns, so that you can join our adventures. Go to our website at www.gonewiththewynns.com, and Wynns, W-Y-N-N-S, not wind. Part of our whole mission is just to inspire people to kind of go outside and play, and hopefully that through nature and through your experiences it will inspire you to live a more sustainable life. You can actually do the same thing we're doing if you decide that you want to trek around the U.S. and check out all the state national parks and all the wonderful things that the world has to offer for us. You just got to set your mind to it and don't be afraid of the financial decision or anything that's going to happen thereafter. You got to just jump in face first and just go with it.